Hello and welcome to another VerbLink class. Tonight's class, pronunciation with word pairs. We'll focus on identifying problem sounds for students. We'll then assist students with correcting those sounds, and we'll practice some tongue twisters to help students with those sounds. Hello, Anna.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you for asking. And you? What have you been up to?
I feel like I've got either a headache or I feel a little nauseous today. I'm not sure why.
Did you eat something strange or different than usually?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm not sure.
Okay, I hope that you get better soon.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, David. Welcome to class.
Hello, how are you?
Not so good today. Not so good, but that's okay. We're going to have some fun today and do some learning. By the way, did I give you any homework assignments last time?
Sorry?
Did I give anybody in the class any homework assignments last class? Nope. To Anna?
No.
To David? Amp, did I give you any homework assignments?
Not for me.
Okay, so I'm going to start taking notes then so I know who I've given homework to. All right, so welcome, Amp. Good to see you here. And Rodrigo has just joined us. So guys, what I would love to do is I'd love to get started right away, because the sooner we start, the more we can get to practicing. What do you guys think? All right, sounds like a plan then. All right, so I'm going to do what I did last time. Depending on how this class goes with our word pairs, the next pronunciation class I book will focus on one of the key sounds that you guys are having trouble with. So this is how we work with word pairs. I'll give you guys a sample, as you can see here. And I've pasted those two words in the group chat. That's the blue icon right up, right about there. Okay. So the two words that I pasted are very similar. There's only one sound or one letter that alters how the syllable sounds. So we got the P and the B. So that this word pair tests how you're able to differentiate between pay and bay. Pay, bay. Rodrigo, could you say those two words, please?
Pay and bay. Pay.
Very good. Just one more. That's great. I was going to ask you to do it a second time.
Pay and bay.
Very good. Jose, could you say those two words, please?
Of course, Simon. Pay and bay.
Good. And Rodrigo, if you're not talking, just keep yourself on mute, because if you move around in your chair, it sounds like you're falling off your chair. So, David, your turn.
Pay, bay.
Pay.
Pay.
Good. Excellent. Anna.
Pay, bay.
One more time, please.
Pay, bay.
Okay, good job. Amp.
Pay, bay.
Pay, bay.
Pay, bay.
Excellent. Okay, the next word pair is these two. Read, lead. Rodrigo.
Read, lead.
Good. Leandro.
Read, lead.
Excellent. Jose.
Read, lead.
Perfect. Fernando.
Read, lead.
Read,
Lead.
read,
Read, lead,
Lead.
lead,
Okay. One more time. Just repeat after me, okay? Read.
read,
Read.
lead,
Read.
lead,
Read.
lead.
Okay, you're not repeating after me. You're saying a different word. Read.
Read,
Read.
lead.
No, read. Okay, so one of the things you might want to practice then is the difference between the R sound and the L sound. So each time there I was saying read, not lead. So when we say read, look at my lips. Read. Lead. Read. Lead. Okay. Fernando.
Okay. Do you like that I repeat? Okay.
Yes, please.
Read, lead,
Read.
read, lead.
Good. David.
Read, lead.
One more time.
Read, lead.
Good job. Anna.
Read, lead.
One more time.
Read, lead.
Good job. Amp.
Read, lead.
Read, lead.
Read, lead.
Okay, good. I'm going to pick another word pair, and I'm hopefully going to trip somebody up here. Let's see if we can spot anybody who has trouble with these. Mostly it trips up Spanish speakers, not all, but some. So we have zoo and sue. The main difference is z is voiced, so we have the vibration here, and sue, there's no vibration. Okay, Rodrigo.
Zoo, zoo, and zoo.
Zoo.
Zoo,
Sue.
zoo.
Good. Leandro.
Zoo, sue,
Zoo, Sue.
zoo, sue.
Very good. Excellent. Jose.
Okay. Zoo, Sue.
Zoo, Sue.
Zoo, Sue.
Zoo.
Zoo, zoo.
Good. Yeah, excellent.
Okay.
Fernando.
And zoo, zoo.
They sounded the same to me. Let's hear it again.
Okay. Zoo, zoo.
Yeah, it's the same. You're voicing both of them. So the first word is z, zoo.
Zoo,
Good. Okay, the second one,
zoo.
sue. No,
Sue,
it's the same. Yeah, sue.
sue.
It's kind of like this,
Sue,
like a snake. Like a snake, right?
sue,
Sue.
sue.
Yeah, much better. Good. No vibration, right?
Okay.
Very good. Let me just make a note. By the way, if you guys come back to my class, I know what you're having trouble with. All right, David.
Zoo, Sue.
Good job. Zoo, Sue.
Zoo,
Anna.
Sue.
Zoo, zoo.
One more time, please.
Zoo, zoo.
Good. Now, one thing, Anna, you might have the microphone a little further away because when you give a forceful puff of air, it distorts a little bit, and I want to make sure I hear you clearly. Okay? Amp.
Zoo, Sue.
Zoo, Sue.
Zoo, Sue.
Okay, let's try a different word pair here, and then I'm going to start getting more difficult. Rodrigo, we have these two words. Noon, none. Different vowel sound, right? Noon, none.
noon, none.
Good job. Leandro.
Noon, none.
Excellent. Jose.
Noon, none.
Excellent. Fernando.
Noon, none.
Excellent. David.
Noon, none.
Excellent. Anna.
Noon, none.
Excellent. Amp.
Noon, none.
All right. Good. Well, you guys had a little bit of trouble at the beginning, but you're nailing it now. So I'm going to step it up a little bit. So here we have beige, 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 beige. Rodrigo.
Beige, beige.
Beige. That's correct. You cut out, but yeah. So we have a voiced j, but beige is not voiced. The S on the beige is not voiced. Leandro.
Beige, beige,
Good. Beige.
beige.
Good. Excellent. Jose.
Beige, beige,
Beige.
beige.
Much better. Excellent. Fernando.
Beige, beige,
Good. Let's try beige one more time. Beige.
beige,
Good.
beige.
Well, Leandro, if you look at group chat in the top corner, you'll see exactly what words I'm typing. David.
Beige, beige,
Beige.
beige.
Yeah, it's a very soft G. It's not beige. It's beige.
Beige.
Much better. Well done. Anna.
Beige, beige.
Excellent. Amp.
Beige, beige.
One more time.
Beige, beige.
Okay, very good. And the key is,
teacher.
guys, yeah.
Teacher, I think Leandro is asking if the same sound for base and base.
Oh, well, not using a complete sentence, I wasn't sure. No, base, bays. So bays has a longer A, base. Very different. It's a shorter A, base, bays. Base as in baseball, military base, or even a very same sound to a bass drum, even though it's spelt differently. Okay, next word pair. I told you it's going to get a little harder. Azure, assure. Azure, assure. Rodrigo.
Azure, assure.
Excellent, Leandro.
Azure, assure.
Excellent. Jose.
Azure, assure.
Azure,
Azure,
assure.
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 Azure.
So try this. Sure.
Sure, sure.
Assure.
Sure,
Good. Now a little faster. Assure.
sure.
Yeah. He assured him he had the right number. What does the word Azure mean? Well, if you follow Microsoft, it's the name of one of their new products. Azure, though, is an adjective. It's bright blue in color, so like a cloudless sky.
Yes.
I've never used the word. When I think of Azure, I think of Microsoft. All right, so now I forgot whose turn it was. I think we just did Fernando, correct? It's David's turn?
Okay. Azure, assure.
Well done. Anna.
Azure, assure.
Well done. Amp.
Assure, no, assure, assure.
Very good. Excellent. All right. And this is where it should get harder. You guys are actually doing very well today. I'm going to make it more harder though. Sound. This will be harder for sure. All right, Rodrigo, we're going to go over to some S sounds. So we have 3 words here. Cells, she, shells. 3 words. Go ahead, please, Rodrigo.
Cells, she, shells.
Excellent. One more time, though.
Cells, she, shells.
Much faster.
Cells, she, shells.
Good control. Excellent. Leandro.
Cells, she shells.
Faster.
Cells, she shells.
I didn't hear any faster. Go much faster.
Cells, she shells.
Excellent. So good pronunciation and great control with speed as well. Jose.
Sells, she sells.
Good control. Now let's go fast.
Sells, she sells.
Good control. Excellent. Fernando, slowly.
Cells, she shells.
Great. Now let's go very fast.
Cell, she shells.
Good control and very good. Excellent so far. David.
Shells, she shells.
And faster.
Shells, she shells.
Sells, she shells.
Sells, she shells.
Excellent. Anna.
Sells, she shells.
Sells.
Sells,
Okay, now fast.
sells, she shells.
Good job.
Sells,
Excellent.
she
And
shells.
Sells, she shells.
good. Now go fast.
Sells, she shells.
Excellent. Adela.
Sells seashells.
And very fast.
Sells seashell.
Okay, good. Now, most of you were in my last class on pronunciation last week. How many of you have been practicing the tongue twisters I gave you guys?
I just started, but I don't finish the class.
Okay. So has anybody practiced the tongue twisters? Because you guys are doing really good. Okay, so we got a no from David. Well, no, Rodrigo, you weren't. I do remember that. Okay, I'm going to stick with the same sound, but I'm going to try to make it a little trickier. So we have seashore, she sells. Seashore, she sells. Look at my lips here. Look at my mouth, how crazily fast they're moving to keep up with those 3 words, even if I go slowly. Seashore, she sells. All right? Good job, Anna. Well, you sound great. All right, Rodrigo, why don't you give it a try, please?
Seashore, she sells.
You were moving. I couldn't quite hear you. Please repeat.
Seashore, she sells.
All right, now go as fast as you can.
Seashore, she sells.
Good. Good job. Leandro.
Seashore, she sells.
Good job. Now very fast.
Seashore, she sells.
Good job. Jose, slowly.
Seashore, she shells. Seashore, she shells.
Better. Seashore.
Seashore. She shells. She
Sells.
sells. Seashore.
Yep.
She sells.
Right, so you see what I did here? I put a SH sound in the middle word. So see, and then she, see, and sells again, right? So we get the C with a sh in between. So you got to go see, sh, see. Right?
Okay.
So why we do the tongue twisters to get you used to that. All right. So go fast now, please.
Seashore. She sells.
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 Yeah, don't forget there's no H there. So
Sells.
sell.
Sells.
Excellent. And guys, when you're not having your turn, you should be constantly speaking. So when another student is saying it, say it. When you hear me saying it, say it. Just make sure you're on mute. You should get a lot of talk time in this class, okay? It's not just when you're speaking. All right, Fernando.
Seashore, she sells.
All right, that's good control. Now I want you to take it fast and see if you can maintain control.
Seashore, she sells.
Brilliant. Excellent. David.
Seashore, she sells.
All right, David, now let's go fast.
Seashore, she sells.
Great control. Anna.
Seashore, she sells.
All right, let's go a little slower. Seashore.
Seashore, she sells.
All right, now go very fast.
Seashore, she sells.
Good job. Excellent. Amp.
Seashore, she sells.
Good job. I was going to say Amp again. My brain's getting messed up. I mean to say Adela. Go ahead, Adela.
Seashore, she sells.
Go really fast, Adela.
Seashore, she sells.
Okay, great. Now, a lot of you had trouble with this one the last time. That's why I'm trying to pick apart certain words together, and then I'll have you guys practice the sound. Okay? Bear with me. I'm creating a rather complex line. Okay, so I've got 4 words here now. So let's zoom in so you can see my lips. Shore, she, seashore, shells. Shore, she, seashore, shells. So what a workout. Ah. All right, Rodrigo, are you ready?
Shore, she, seashore, shell.
Excellent. Now, can you go fast on that one?
Shore, she, seashore, shell.
Good. Leandro, please.
Shore, she, seashore, shells.
Wow, you went fast right away. Good job. Jose.
Shore, she, seashore, shells.
Shore, she, seashore, shells.
Shore, she, seashore, shells.
Seashore.
Seashore.
C, like the letter C.
Sea. Seashore. Seashore.
Seashore.
Seashore. Seashore.
Excellent. Guys, give me a minute. I'm going to go upstairs and tell my family to keep the noise down. Can you hear the noise in the background?
No.
No? Okay,
No.
then I'll don't worry about it then. If you hear any noise coming from my connection, guys, type a message and I'll deal with it because I don't want to be making noise. I got a baby who's upstairs and he's crawling around thumping, so only I can hear it. All right, so excellent. So Rodrigo, you had your chair. Now I lost my page. Who last spoke? See, I've got a bad memory.
I think Leandro.
Leandro. Okay, so Jose, it's your turn.
No. I spoke before. Not it's my turn.
Okay, thank you, Jose. Fernando.
Okay. Shore, she, seashore, shells.
One more time, please.
Sure, she seashore shells.
All right, and very fast.
Sure, she seashore shells.
Okay, we're losing you a little bit, your connection. I heard the first part, but then it cut out, so that's the first time we've had any connection problems with you. David.
Sure, she seashore shells.
Seashore.
Seashore.
Shore, she, seashore shells.
Sure, she seashore shells.
Okay, yeah, you got to watch that transition. As they start to get a little more difficult, and I knew they would, you can tell from the first couple of lessons, David, you can handle this no problem. You just have to look with your eyes and see, is it a sh, sh, which sound it is, okay? So let's do it very slowly, each word one at a time.
No?
Yes, please.
Sure, she seashore shells.
Okay, good. Let's do it again and maybe go just a wee bit faster.
Sure, she seashore shells.
Yeah, you got to watch as you go faster, the seashore becomes she-shore. Okay, so make sure when you see the word sea, it is always pronounced just like the letter C.
Sea.
It's like saying this, sea shore, seashore.
Seashore.
Excellent.
Yes.
Anna.
Sure, she seashore shells.
One more time.
Sure, she seashore shells.
All right, Anna, I want you to go as fast as you can.
Sure, she seashore shells.
Okay, excellent. Amp.
Sure, she seashore shells.
One more time.
Sure, she seashore shells.
Excellent, well done. All right, Adela.
Sure, she seashore shell.
Oh, you're just a show-off now. Well done. That was really fast. Very good. All right, I'm not even going to ask you to repeat that because you did so well. Now we're going to go to the elimination round. You're thinking, what does that mean? Do we get prizes and money? Nope. What it does mean is we enter a bit of a competition. What I'm hoping, guys, is when you make mistakes, you'll have a laugh, because as we go faster, it will happen. You'll make mistakes. But I want us to start off slow. We'll each take turns, and then we'll go faster, okay? We'll use the same process as before. So I'm going to share my screen so that way, well, I'll do both. I'll share out my screen and I'll paste it so that way you can copy it down. So this is the full tongue twister. And now I'll share it out. So it fills my screen. Okay, so you can't see my lips, but I can always stop sharing if you guys want to see my lips. That kind of sounds strange when I say it that way. All right, so I'll read it the first time, and I'll go slowly. She sells seashells by the seashore. Notice that first bit? She sells. It's got a bit of a rhythm to it. She sells. And the next word, seashells. So we got a sh. She sells, but then a very different sound but the same rhythm. Seashells. Next line. The shells she sells, again a bit of a rhythm, are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells. This is a lot of work for your mouth. I'm going to say it one more time, but without screen share, so you can see my lips and how crazy they move. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells. All right. Now, Rodrigo, you're up next. Let me share out my screen again, and then you can go ahead. All right, Rodrigo, go ahead.
Okay, that's fine. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells the shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Okay, Rodrigo, you didn't make a single mistake. Now, you self-corrected yourself a couple of times, but you did it without making a mistake. So the final outcome was perfect. Well done, good control, going slow. I want you to practice as the other students speak, because next turn we're going to go faster.
Okay.
Leandro, are you ready?
She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Okay, very well done. Same thing. No mistakes. And you went fast. Now, if you can go fast, that's great, but really I'm focused on you guys going slow, so don't feel you have to race through your first attempt here. But you guys have done a terrific job. All right, Jose, are you ready, sir?
Yes. She sells seashells by the seashore. The seashells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure the seashore sells.
Okay. So you seem to have a problem with the same word each time. Sells.
Sells.
Now I'm going to spell the word a little differently and see if it makes a difference for you, okay? I want you to think of it as this word here.
She sells. She sells.
Okay, go through one more time for me, please.
She sells seashells by the seashore. The seashells are surely seashells. So if the sells shells of the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Okay, so next time we do this, I want you to focus on going slow, because when you go fast, you make the same mistake.
Okay.
And it's really this one word that you're making the mistake on. It's sells, okay?
Sells. Okay.
Yeah. All right, excellent. Fernando, are you ready, sir?
The seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Excellent. She sells.
She sells.
Good job. Okay. So keep practicing when it's other students' turn, because we're going to go a little faster next round. David.
She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Okay. You're a little bit off here, so I just want to go over these two words. So again, when you see the word sea, think of the letter C, right?
Sea, yes.
Okay,
Sea.
so seashore.
Seashore.
Seashells.
She sells.
No, you did she. Sea. Seashells.
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 She sells. She sells.
Oh, it's the same word, guy. Or David. Sorry, I'm getting names mixed up. Seashells.
Seashells.
Right. So don't go too fast here. So this first part of the word here is actually pronounced just like the letter C.
C.
What happens is this causes you some grief, and then you forget the SH here. So it's seashells.
Seashells.
Seashore.
Seashore.
Seashells.
Seashells.
All right. Now, David, I want you to keep practicing as other students take their turns, because we're going to go a little faster next time, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Anna.
She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
All right, not a mistake, but I want to try something else with you since you're doing quite well. I want you to notice the flow that I use here. She sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Yeah, it's almost like you're singing, but not quite. You're using a poetic rhyme to it. And for those of you that are also doing very well with this, try to practice your rhythm. That's another class I teach on public speaking, but emphasis and the way to pause when you talk really helps get people to pay attention. So if you're doing really well, you can focus on the presentation. So good job, Anna. Get ready. Next round, we're going to go faster. Amp.
Okay. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Wow, brilliant. Okay, next time you really need to go fast because I think you did brilliant there. I didn't notice any mistakes. And Alexander, who joined us late. Alexander, go ahead and take your turn.
All right. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Great control. Excellent. Adela.
Yes. She sells seashells by the seashore. These shells, the shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Okay, so really what's happening is right here. Oops. Flow between some of the words. So she sells.
She sells.
Yeah, she sells. It's just transition. A few hiccups, but not too bad. It's just...
She sells.
Yes, perfect. Great job. All right. So now comes the fast round, where we go faster. Now, for those of you that had trouble in the last round with some control, don't go too fast in this round, okay? Because the main thing is that you guys practice control, and if you want to go slow again, go slow. But everybody else, I want you to go faster, and here's my attempt at saying it faster. Watch my lips and how they just bounce around trying to keep up with the different sounds here. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells. I almost made a mistake. That was not easy. I don't expect all of you to go that fast, but some of you, Alexander, Anna, and Amp, I know you potentially could go that fast. So Rodrigo, I'm going to share out the screen one more time and have you give a go at it, going as fast as you can. The key is to go as fast as you can without making mistakes. Go ahead, please.
She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Excellent. You made one mistake, but you self-corrected, so I don't consider there to be any pronunciation errors. Great job. Leandro, it's your turn.
She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Great job. A little bit of a blip here, but otherwise you did a great job. Jose.
Yes. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure that she sells seashore shells.
Okay, again, great job, much faster, but what I'm hearing you say is not seashore, but
Seashore. Okay.
seashore is what you're saying.
Seashore. Okay.
Okay. Again, you don't have any problems with the sound, but what you're getting the wrong sound out. So I'm going to ask you to practice this tongue twister for the next week. All right?
Okay.
Try do it 2 or 3 times a day. And at the beginning of the next pronunciation class, I want you to remind me to have you say it in front of me, and we'll try it one more time, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let me just make a note. All right, so next we have Fernando.
Okay. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Perfect control, great job. David.
She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Okay, same issue here. I'm hearing she shells or she shore instead of seashore.
Yes. Seashells, seashore.
Yeah, you're close. And what we're looking for is a bit more discipline here. And I've got to stop screen sharing for this. So those of you that are having the same problem, let me show you what it looks like. See, she, see, see. Very different mechanics on the mouth. Maybe what you're having trouble with is not that you have trouble with the sound, it's that transition from a she to, or yeah, she to seashore. See, she, see, she, seashore. So it's a lot of work. So practice control, practice going slow first, but don't forget. See, see, shore, see, shore, see, shore. All right, Anna.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, let me share. Go ahead, Anna.
She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
That's terrific, Anna, but I know you can go faster. Go faster, as fast as you can.
Oh my gosh. She sells seashells by the seashore. The seashells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Excellent. And guys, that's where I want you to get to. If you can go as fast as Anna, like this, then you've pretty well got these sounds mastered and the transition from these sounds. And it doesn't hurt to practice now and then too, Anna, because this really helps you say, hey, how am I doing with my sounds that are related to sh, sh, okay? These are critical English sounds, and a tongue twister is like a regular exercise. Do you guys walk? Do you lift weights? Well, these are important exercises for your mouth. So great job, Anna. Now, Amp, it's your turn. I know you can go fast, so give it to me as fast as you can.
Not so fast. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Excellent. Great job, Alexander.
She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Great job. Do you think you can go a little faster, though?
I'll try. She sells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Excellent. So obviously, some of us, the languages we speak are different, but some of the sounds we use are very similar. And that's why some students have it very easy. Other students have just been doing it for a long time. If you're having trouble, guys, don't worry. The tongue twister is a great tool to help you improve. For those of you who are having trouble, practice, like I said, 2 to 3 times a day, and trust me, it will make a difference. All right, Adela, you're next.
She sells seashell by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashell. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
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 All right, great. Well, this is 2 pronunciation classes I've had with you guys, and I'm still not sure which sound I should dedicate to the next class. Let me ask you this, and maybe it's best instead of everybody shouting it out at once, go ahead and type your answer. Would you like to keep me doing pronunciation classes like this, focused on word pairs, moving to specific sounds, and then a tongue twister? Or if there's a sound you would like me to help you with, go ahead and type that. So what would you guys like me to do in my next pronunciation class? So if you want to type that in the group chat. If you don't, then I'll just pick something. All right, nothing there. So maybe I'll just pick a similar class next time. Okay. All right, Am?
Yes. The combination, the short E with the V next sounds like a leave. It's all for me challenging. And
receive.
Like yes, like this one.
All right.
And THR, the combination THR, like a number 3 or throw. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's certainly something I can do. Now, what I might do is work that into a set of word pairs. Okay, so other people, well, it looks like, Rodrigo, you're more interested in the TH sound. Okay, so let me put that down. It looks like I might have a lesson plan coming up, a combination of a couple of things. Okay. Good. I keep the ideas coming, guys. In the meantime, we've still got time left. I'm not looking at getting out of the class early. For fun, I want to try this one here. So, I will start out. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? All right. So Adela said, wow, so I'm going to start with Adela this time. Adela, would you like to go ahead and...
It's very strong. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? It's very picked.
All right, so you got to think of this word this way.
Picked.
Right, picked.
Picked.
Yeah. Pickled. Pickled.
Pickled.
Pickled. Pickled.
Pickled.
All right, good. Alexander.
Oh my gosh, this is tough though. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where is the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Excellent. I think you did well. Am.
I cannot see the last line. It's just blurry for me. I just can see the 3 first. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, I cannot see the next.
I'm not sure why. Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
It's I think my connection.
yeah, I'll paste it. I'm not sure why you have trouble. But anyhow, we'll move on and we'll give Anna a try.
Okay. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Good job. Excellent. David.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Great job. Fernando.
Okay. Peter Piper picked a picked peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a pick of picked peppers? If Peter Piper picked a pick of picked pepper, where is the pick of picked peppers Peter Piper picked?
Okay. So a couple of things going on here. Yeah, well, it's the vowels, right? So it's a lot of p. I'm going to stop sharing here. We got a couple of things going on here. We have the vowels, P, E, Peter, and then pi, I, Piper, Peter, Piper, Peter, Piper, right? So we got that P sound that's coming in hard. We have the K sound, pickled, cold, d, t, d. So we got some hard consonants. They're not too scary, but there's a lot of them. That makes it scary. And then we got E, I, long I, short I, long E, short E. And again, they go like this. Peter, Piper, pick, icked, a peck, of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? It's that vowel sound over and over again. Long I, short I, long E, short E. And an A with lots of P's. Okay? That's what's going on here. All right, so let's go ahead and have, so Fernando, you just went, let's, Jose, why don't you give it a try?
Okay. I don't see the text.
Oh, I put it in the chat. I'm going to have to share it.
Okay. Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper pick up a peck of pickled pepper, where the peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked?
Okay, so you guys have heard me say this a few times. We don't have enough time left in the class to focus on this tongue twister, but what you do have time to do is watch this lesson again, and you've got the tools. You can hear me say it, and you can practice this. I'm going to give you another one. Again, these are all tools that you can put in your tool chest to help you improve your pronunciation in English. These are exercises. It's really good to try these even before you start a class.
Okay.
Take 3 or 4 minutes while the class is waiting, or while you're waiting for the class, and run through these. It's an exercise. It's really good for you guys. All right. So Jose went, and Leandro, it's your turn.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Good job. Excellent. Rodrigo.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Good. Good job. All right. So one more time. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where is the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Okay. English can be a harsh language at times. P's, D's, K's, and C's are very strong, very harsh sounds. And that's what you need to get through this one. All right. Now, we went over this one last week. This is a favorite among young kids learning English because, I'm not saying you guys are kids, but when we're learning English in our native country, kids love this because they love the idea of a woodchuck, and it's cute. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck could chuck all the wood he could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. And then if you try to go really, really fast, it sounds like this. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck could chuck all the wood he could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. And the one we haven't had a chance to go over today, there's two of them. There's the Betty Botter Bitter Butter one, and there's the TH sound with a something in a 30-acre thermal thicket of thorns. And I'm going to paste that because our next lesson is going to focus on the TH sound. So from what I got from you guys today, we're going to focus on the TH sound. Rodrigo asked for that. And AMP also had some suggestions with some TH words, but it's more the I and I. So we could do a few minutes of word pairs focusing on those, and then go directly into the TH sound. Does anybody know which, or can anybody tell me about the TH sound? Would anybody like to volunteer?
I can do it.
Go ahead.
So something is a 30-acre thermal thicket of thorns. And
oh no, hold on. Now my question was, can you tell me about the TH sound?
Ah, sorry. I thought you said to read it.
No.
So what do you want me to do? Sorry.
Well, I was asking if anybody would like to tell me about the TH sound. Okay, so what is it about the TH sound that makes it difficult?
I think it's, for me, the hard thing is to say words like 30, like third, and through. This combination THR is very difficult for me.
Yeah, and it is for a lot of people, so I love doing a class on it. The T sound, or the T sound, is unvoiced. It involves passing air through the mouth, while a D sound involves vibrating the throat. And yes, AMP, it ties nicely into that as well. Okay. Well, you never want to pronounce the TH sound as a D. So here's an example. These. A lot of students will pronounce it as these, and that's wrong. It's totally wrong. If anybody's telling you you should pronounce it with a D sound, that's not true. English does not work that way. The TH sound actually, notice how I used to pause there? I want to get you guys listening carefully, because I'm going to tell you exactly how. And I'll do this next class as well. I'll tell you how to pronounce the TH sound, and it's by bringing your teeth together like this. Move your tongue in between. Air can't get out. And then you relax your tongue, letting a puff of air come out. These. D's. Look, there's no tongue there. D's. Like P, it's that puff of air that comes out from our tongue blocking the air. That's the difference. These, this. Well, we're going to get into a bit of a grammar lesson if I start talking about the difference between these and this. But these are mine. This is mine. That's as far as I'm going to go with it, because we've basically got a minute left, and I don't like you guys to be late. I like to start class on time, and I like to finish on time. Guys, I want to say thank you very much for coming to my class today. Again, if you have any suggestions, when you have a chance to provide your comments at the end of the class and rate it, you can always say, hey, could you do this in a class? Or I would like you to cover this, and I will. All right? But in the meantime, for today, I'm back tomorrow, and I have a class that's focused on gaming, where we practice questions using yes or no. You ask me questions to try and guess at what an item is. And we did this last class. It's called 20 Questions. Until then, guys, have yourself a great day, night, evening, or afternoon.
Thank you.
teacher.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye.